They told us it was for our safety. They told us it was the price of freedom. They told us that in the shadows, they were watching the terrorists, the enemies, the threats. But the shadows were vast, and the net they cast was wide. It didn't just catch the terrorists, it caught everyone. Your calls, your emails, your secrets, your life. And then one man saw the truth. A man who had sworn an oath to protect the secrets of his nation. A man who made a choice that would shatter his life, ignite a global firestorm, and change the way we see the world forever. Welcome to Shadow Breach Files. We often talk about the hackers who break in. Today we talk about the hacker who broke out. The man who walked out of the most secure intelligence agency in the world with the most explosive secrets in modern history. In 2013, Edward Snowden, a 29-year-old NSA contractor, leaked classified documents that revealed the unprecedented scale of global surveillance programs conducted by the United States and its allies. Programs like PRISM, which collected data directly from tech giants like Google and Facebook. Programs that monitored the phone calls of millions of ordinary citizens. The US government called him a traitor, a criminal, a threat to national security. The documents he exposed were the digital keys to the global surveillance state. This is the story of the man who sacrificed everything to expose the truth. This is the true cost of Edward Snowden's betrayal. Edward Snowden was not a disgruntled employee. He was a true believer. A talented systems administrator who rose quickly through the ranks of the intelligence community, was one of the architects of the very systems he would later expose. His job gave him a front-row seat to the most powerful surveillance apparatus ever built. He saw the code. He saw the scale. He saw the truth. The NSA was not just targeting terrorists. They were targeting everyone. According to Sarah Chen, constitutional law expert, the documents revealed a fundamental lie. The government was telling the public, and even Congress, that they were only collecting metadata, or that they were only targeting foreign nationals. Snowden's files proved they were collecting the content of communications mails, texts, phone calls, of millions of innocent Americans and people around the world. It was a massive, systemic violation of the Fourth Amendment. The moral weight of this knowledge became unbearable. Snowden realized he was a custodian of a secret that violated the very principles he had sworn to defend. He was faced with an impossible choice: remain silent and be complicit, or speak out and become a fugitive. He began the slow, meticulous process of downloading the classified files. He used simple, low-tech methods, micros, D cards. Disguised as a Rubik's Cube, he had to bypass the very security systems he had helped design. The tension was immense. One wrong move, one flicker of suspicion, and his life would be over. In May 2013, Edward Snowden took a one-way flight to Hong Kong. He knew he could not stay in the US. He chose Hong Kong for its strong tradition of free speech and its distance from the immediate reach of the US government. Gotti met with journalists Glenn Greenwald and Laura Petras in a hotel room. The sheer volume and explosive nature of the files were staggering. The journalists were faced with their own moral dilemma: publish the truth or protect the secrets of a powerful state. For Robert Hayes, FMR CIA operations officer, what Snowden did was a profound act of betrayal. He didn't go through the proper channels. He didn't redact the documents, put agents in the field at risk. He compromised our ability to track real threats. The debate over privacy is important, but the damage to national security was immense and irreversible. The revelations were a political earthquake. The US government was caught red-handed, spying on its own citizens and its closest allies. German Chancellor Angela Merkel was outraged to learn her phone calls had been monitored. The trust between nations was shattered. The documents revealed the existence of programs like XKEYSCORE, a tool that allowed analysts to search through vast databases of emails, online chats, and browsing history with almost no oversight. The government had built a machine for total information awareness, and now the world knew. The US government immediately revoked Snowden's passport and charged him with espionage. He was stranded in the transit zone of a Moscow airport, unable to travel, unable to go home. The world's most wanted man was trapped in a legal limbo. He was a man without a country, was forced to accept temporary asylum in Russia. a country whose government is a primary target of the very surveillance he exposed. The irony was profound. The price of exposing the truth was exile to the land of his nation's greatest adversary. According to Sarah Chen, a civil liberties lawyer, the government wanted to make an example of him. They wanted to send a message to every potential whistleblower. If you expose the truth, we will destroy your life. But the truth is, his actions forced change. The US passed the USA Freedom Act, which ended the bulk collection of phone records. Tech companies began to encrypt their data by default. He forced a global conversation on privacy that was long overdue. Snowden's legacy is a complex tapestry of heroism and betrayal. To some, he is a traitor who endangered national security. To others, he is a patriot who upheld the Constitution. But regardless of where you stand, his actions fundamentally altered the relationship between citizens, technology, and the state. He remains in exile, a constant reminder of the immense personal cost of challenging power. Gave up his life so that we could know the truth. The question remains, was the truth worth the price? The hacker who exposed government surveillance did not just leak documents. He leaked a fundamental truth. The technology we use every day is a double-edged sword. It connects us, but it also makes us transparent. The hidden battles of the digital age are fought not just by spies and criminals, but by the individuals who choose to stand up against the shadows. The surveillance state is still watching. The question is, are you watching back? Is Edward Snowden a hero or a traitor? What do you believe was the most shocking revelation from the NSA leaks? Share your opinion in the comments below. Subscribe to Shadow Breach Files as we continue to expose the secrets that shape our world. Stay vigilant.